So I want us to go through a case study here to understand more about the customer due diligence and know your customer, one of the aspects. So the case study is of a client who is called John Mwangi. He's 34 years. He's Kenyan. He's he lives in Portugal. Self-employed. Expected monthly income is 6,500 euros. Purpose of account, personal expenses, receive client payments, savings. Then he has also given us the documents, for example, the passport, the Portugal residence permit, Portugal tax number, NIF. Then there's also the utility bill, which is a proof of address. And the customer has also made a declaration on like what kind of transaction he will be doing. So he will be working with clients from Portugal, Germany, and United Kingdom. The expected income transfers within 5 to 15 per month. So it's around 500 to 4,000 and euros. And also expected outgoing. So that's the money. This is the incoming transfers, and this is the outgoing transfer. He will be paying rent, utilities, internal and international transfers. According to the screening results, there is no match of sanctions. No, he's not an exposed person. No match, and is not in an advanced media kind of. It's not been a red flag. There's no red flag in these three screening results. So the question is the KYC documentation sufficient? If not, what additional information would you request? For my view, I think the KYC documents that he has provided are, are sufficient. If you look at he has provided us the passport, the Portuguese residence permit, the Portuguese tax number, the proof of address. So this shows he is someone who can be reliable. Not reliable, but he has provided the proper KYC documentation. He has also declared his occupation, and also he has shown us the source of funds. So this is from he will be self-employed. So he's a self-employed software consultant. He also has provided us with the proof of address, which is the utility bill. So for now, we can say the documentation provided is sufficient. Yeah. Then when you go to list every AML KYC risk factor, you can identify, separate them into high risk indicators and low risk indicators. So according to our case study, we can see low risk indicators are, for example, he has no sanctions, he has no, he's not a person of who is exposed, he has no advanced media. When you look at the high risk indicators, you can see the client, some of the things you can see he does international transfers, and and also he works with clients from different countries, even though the countries are not highly exposed to or they have strong AML regulations. So, but it's also something of a high risk because he's dealing with clients from abroad. Uh, he also can say he's also self-employed. So someone who is self-employed, it means he has no like a fixed amount of money. So it varies. So it's very important to also have a check on the that aspect of if he is in terms of the money that gets in, because it's not self-employed, you don't have an exact amount that you get. So sometimes you can get high, sometimes you can get low. So you have to like have a minimum. You have it's a risk. It's a high risk indicator. So it's something to check out. So how would you rate? Now we are in the next question, which is how would you rate? How would you rate risk rate this customer? Low, medium, or high? Explain your reasoning. So I would say this client is a medium risk customer. So the reasons behind that is because on one side we have the his role. He has no uh, sanctions. He has no, for example, he's not a person of who is exposed to politics, political exposed. He has no advanced media. When you check on the media, he has not been red flagged or anything. He has a reasonable source of funds, and also the the way he the reason for how he will use that money is varied according to even the source of funds and the way he intends to use that money, and also he has a good documentation of everything is complete. On the other side, we can say he 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 is uh, due to the international payments, and also, for example, the foreign clients, you can say he is also at some point a risk because he dealing with foreign clients, so it's something to monitor on, and also he does international payments. And the other thing is also is self-employed, so he can reach the client as a medium risk customer. So the next question is, would you approve, reject, or request additional information? Explain your reasoning. So for my case, I would say I would approve the client. The risk level is low. The more, like in terms of when you look at both aspects of the high and the low risks, the low are more. So it means he is a better client, and there is low risk of anti-money laundering. So I would approve the client, the account or the client, and classify the client as medium risk. According to the documentation, you can see the documentation is complete, no sanctions, no, he's not a person of politically exposed person. He has no advanced media concerns, and the expected account activity is consistent. for example, with the amount that is expected to use to receive, and also what is expected to use that money for, according to the customer's occupation. So the account, but at the same point, you can also say the account should be regularly monitored in line with the institution's monitoring procedure. Uh, so for me, I could approve this grant because the risk level is low. So then the last question is write your analyst case notes as if another analyst will review your work tomorrow. So how I would go about that, I would say the customer provided a valid passport, and also he provided a Portuguese residence permit and the NIF, which is the tax number, and the proof of address, which are the most important documents when you are doing verification, identification, and also verification of the client. The identity and address documentations appear complete, like what he provided as the address, and there is that consistency of the whole documents. The customer is a self-employed software consultant with an expected monthly salary of 6,500 from software consulting contracts. So expected account activity include domestic and international transfers with clients in Portugal, Germany, UK, and the US. Screening identified uh, no sanctions, no PEP, that is person exposed to politics or something, or advanced media matches. Based on the available information, the customer is assessed as a medium risk due to self-employment and cross-border transactions. No material AML concerns were identified at onboarding. Recommended account approval with, with ongoing monitoring with accordance in accordance with standard procedure. So it's approved. So that's how I would write it. It's the provided documents are available. The proof of address, there's also consistency of the documents in terms of the name and also the details within those documents. And you can also say he is in terms of the money that he is getting, there is consistency in the spending, and also he has no issues on concerns in sanctions such as PEP or advanced media matches. So we can say that's how I would put it out. Yes. So I'll continue on. Today I've started one of the one of our case study. Tomorrow we'll do more every day so that we can continue improving and also I can continue learning from this. Thank you. See you next as we do the next KYC review, and also we'll do transaction monitoring after KYC. Then after that, every week we'll be doing one of this. Thank you. Have a nice time. See you.